And all the while, we're gonna try to figure out how we can use the star blessing for our benefit. Um, it's cool that we got the, we discovered it, so we get it off of the collection, but I just don't really know how we're gonna use it. Alright, that's a forge barrier. Repair broken sentinel, we don't need that. Astral calling, yes please. I feel like this game, I'm realizing, kind of scratches an itch that I've had to play Pokemon for like most of my life. This is like the most Pokemon adjacent game I've played. Pretty cool. I would just play regular Pokemon, but I have to buy those. And I've heard that the newer games are not that great. So honestly, I don't know if I want to. I used to play Pokemon Black and White when I was a kid. That was the only one I've played. Because like I said, I'm young enough, so I didn't have a flip phone growing up, so that kind of gives you an idea. I didn't have Game Boys, or is that the only handheld that Nintendo had before the DS? I had the DS, but not the original one. I had the DSi, so not the 3DS, so not quite Pokemon X and Y and Sun and Moon and what is it, like Violet and Ruby, or Violet Scarlet? Ruby? No. Yeah, Violet Scarlet. Violet and Scarlet. My bad. Not quite those ones, and definitely not any on Switch. Can't remember the names of like the most recent ones. I think like Sword and Shield, maybe. Arceus Legends. That might be wrong, but you get the idea. I had a DSi growing up, so I had Pokemon Black and White, and I just never played Platinum or Ruby, Ruby Sapphire, or Platinum Diamond and Pearl. So I'm only familiar with Gen 5. So this entire time while all these games have been coming out, I've honestly been kind of wanting to play them to see what's up. So much has been changing over the years, but I just never really got a chance. So it's kind of scratches an itch for me. Not really the same at all, like completely different in almost every way, but it's like kind of similar in the way that the turns work and all these like buffs and debuffs and all that stuff. Kind of. Choose a broken or active sentinel. Be randomized into a new one for the rest of the run. If active, trigger on broken effects. If broken, trigger on repair effects. What does that mean? I get that, you just recycle a sentinel and get a new one, but what does it mean by trigger on broken effects or trigger on repair effects? I don't get what that means. Apply 1 Empower to the new sentinel for every 2 times cycle is played during this battle. Okay, well, I like the idea, but it seems like it's a lot to keep track of, so I'm just not going to do that for now. Deal X Purification to any target where X is the level of Sentinel summed multiplied by 1. Deal 1 Purification to any target where X 1 is... Wait, no. What? Deal Purification to a target where X is the level of Sentinels. Oh, the level of Sentinels. Oh, I thought it was saying the amount of Sentinels. So 2. The level of Sentinels. Oh, okay, so like a total of 10 multiplied by whatever number is on the die face. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty solid. Go and pick up this. I think we skipped it last time. Go pick that up. Get more star shards. Oh no, the events. We want the masks from the events. Yeah, we'll go for the events then. Oh, this is new. The golden chest. Open the golden chest. I think this is new. This doesn't look familiar. Oh no, I have seen this. I've seen this like once before. I can't remember how to fight him though. Every turn, the first die you play is removed from your dice pool for the rest of the battle. Interesting. Okay. Probably a good idea to play this one first then. It's not going to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it still does its effects though. Okay. Break a sentinel. If you do, gain 4 charged body. Every time I get light shield, it'll hurt this guy. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty solid. Sure, we ran that same build, or we ran a build using this last time we used Hevelius. It's been a while. Oh. Well, that sucks. This is a tough enemy for the first area. Man. Don't end my run right now, please. Oh, it ate the die. Forgot. I forgot to heal myself. Of course I did. Alright. Not great. Completely forgot to heal myself. Oh, and Hevelius only has 2 hearts. Oh my god. All but barrier. Oh, saved. Thank you. Thank you, barrier. All right. That on. Oh, it keeps eating the dice. I keep forgetting. All right. All right. All right. All right. Need healing for sure. Need to play this on something. Serenity would be nice. That's gonna overcorrupt you, kill me. Let's not do that. Oh, it's mandatory? Oh. Oh, of course it is. Oh. Oh, incorruptible. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Did not expect that from that sentinel, but thank you. Saved me once again. Alright, alright. We're back in it, we're back in it. We're back in it. Barrier, please. That will block damage. And it'll get eaten. Of course it will. What is wrong with me, man? Does this last until the end of my turn? At start of my turn, decrease barrier by 1. Oh, okay, great. So that gives us another protection next turn. Go ahead and just hit you a bunch. Mandatory corruption. Shields. This. Again. Healed on myself and heal. We have one more barrier for this die here. Get voltaic scrapping and repair the sentinel. Okay, so we got this again, which is mandatory. We have to play this, which is going to overcorrupt you and hit me 6, which is going to be blocked by barrier, and then you have another 5. Should be mostly blocked if I do this. Yeah, okay. Took my shield with the barrier. I didn't think it would do that, but okay. Okay, we're done anyways. That was a long battle, man. Oh, we get an epic die out of it. Okay, kind of worth it then. Shields, a lot of shields, that's nice. Apply 12 Radiant Bomb to a Sentinel. Okay, that seems pretty solid, especially with Voltaic Sapping. Fill a Sentinel Corruption meter with Purification. Deal 4 Purification to all enemies for each Purification received. Ah, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna go for Radiant Bomb, because I think that's gonna deal a little bit more damage. We don't have that many levels. Oh, we get 2 epic dice. Oh. Repair all broken sentinels. Draw 1 die for each repaired sentinel. Or Void Seek. Give me the Void Seek. But yeah, our sentinels are not that high of level yet. So I don't think that's gonna do a lot of damage. No, if I heal them. Alright, well, that was a pretty long battle there. Got through it, though. Let's go ahead and put this on you. Destroy you. Astral Calling. Go and get the air going. Or reroll, that's fine. Got a mandatory corrupt action, which is going to open up this one as well. Which isn't that big of a deal. Do that on an enemy. That's kind of tough to play. I feel like I kind of grasped Zothis pretty quickly. I'm able to play him pretty consistently, pretty reliably. But this guy is kind of all over the place. Hard for me to really know what's best at any given moment. Astral Rebound. We don't really need that on any of these dice, I don't think. Like, not any one in particular, I mean to say. Guys will just, you know, put on some random die there. You roll this die. Some purification, I guess. Shields. Go and play this. Reroll these. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted to reduce this die, which it did. I wanted to reroll all of these to non-corrupt actions. Great. Purification for free. Never a bad thing. Go ahead and reroll this. Oh, okay, that's great. Put that on you. Heal myself for a little bit. Void Seek. Is this gonna refresh if I do this? If I play this on myself and hurt myself for one, it's gonna refresh, isn't it? Means I would have to play it on like you or something. Or I could just play it on you to begin with. That's fine. See, I want Void Seek and Radiant Bomb. We could Void Seek the Break a Sentinel action. We can't do both though. I think we're about to get a reshuffle though, so let's go ahead and grab this. This on you. Kind of forgot we don't have this guy available. I was gonna put it on him, but we got it. Oh, we got Void Seek anyways. Oh, that's right. It was from our draw pool, not our discard pool, so we drew the Void Seek anyways. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab another Radiant Bomb. And wait for a reshuffle, basically. And the next time we get a chance to destroy them, we can destroy their sentinels. This. Reroll these. Honestly, let's just go ahead and break them now. Oh, you blocked it. Nice. Alright. We can go ahead and destroy this. Reroll this. Timeless. Oh, right, these are both mandatory. Alright, well, let's go and play this. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, of course. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. I think we could re-roll this without playing it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna want incorruptible. If we play this, it's gonna make us lose a life. If we play this, it'll damage the enemy for sure. Like if we destroy the sentinel. But we can't do anything after that. We can't re-roll this into a non-mandatory action. So we're gonna need Incorruptible here. Almost. Alright, well, we get a little bit of damage at least if we do this. Oh, and we get healed. Forgot about that. Okay, cool, we're chilling. These corrupt actions are killing me. Can't do anything with that. I guess I could have reforged one of these guys, but I didn't think about that. If we do this, put some shield on, I think we'll survive. Void Seek, Astral Rebound, this regular Purify. Okay. Play this. Heal, that's nice. I'm gonna reroll both of these. Horrible. Horrible reroll. Let's play this and grab our Void Seek. We can grab one of these or something. And reforge this because we're gonna actually see that later in the run. Protect ourselves. Shield ourselves. You. And for this, you can just try the Sentinel again, unfortunately. Alright, and that's going to take us to the end of the battle. Man, that's tough. That is tough. I really don't know how to use Hevelius all that well. I think that was a pretty good fight. It could have gone a lot worse, but tricky. Discard one die, and if you do, gain 8 light shield. Yes, please. We've been getting so many corrupt actions. Apply Incorruptible to all targets. Yes, please. Any new star blessings? This one of them? I don't think it was. I think it was the scepter, the little wheel thingy, some other thing. Can't remember. Maybe it was this. Oh no, it looked like a wing. No, I remember now. It looked like one wing. So it wasn't this. Doesn't, pick one up though. Start of each battle, refresh virtues. Okay. Apply Incorruptible for every 12 dice played. Alright. Start of turn. The enemy with least corruption receives 2 purification for each light shield I have. At the end of your turn, the enemy with least corruption receives 1 purification for each light shield. Interesting. Start of turn, if I have light shield, The enemy with least corruption will take damage. And at the end of turn, they'll receive even more damage. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Considering we just picked up another die that has to do with light shield. Destroy a die? I don't know if we need to destroy anything. All of our starter dice are pretty solid. If anything, maybe this one, because they're all mandatory. I thought these were non-mandatory. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'll just destroy this one and move on. Probably don't sacrifice my only spare heart for a star blessing. Pick up the star shards, upgrade our sentinels next area. Oh no, I just realized we've been dropping frames for like a minute. We've been good this whole stream, and then all of a sudden we're dropping frames right at the end here. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, don't break on me right now. Please, please, please. Okay, I'm gonna wait like 30 seconds. If I'm still dropping frames, I'm gonna end stream, because it makes it tricky for me to edit with dropped frames. Just cut the stream a couple minutes early. Oh, we're back? Oh, I think we're back. Okay, great. Man, that sucks. We were good this whole stream, and then we just dropped 60,000 frames out of nowhere. Man, that sucks. Alright. I think we can get through this boss fight, though, and be alright. I don't really need this. Let's die here. I don't really need that. Yeah, it makes it tricky for me in editing when there's dropped frames. Sorry to go nerd out for a second, but every time I export a video from Twitch into my editing software, which is DaVinci, really any editing software probably has the same process here, but basically you just download the VOD from Twitch, and if you don't drop any frames during stream, the stream's going to be in 60 frames a second because I'm streaming at that rate. So, you know, with no dropped frames, it makes sense that it would end up as a 60 frame per second video, right? Meaning, once you bring it into software, which is DaVinci in my case, or presumably any software, you can set the project to be at 60 frames a second also, so that your video and the project file that you're working within are at the same frame rate, which makes it easier when you export the videos at 60 frames a second, because it doesn't have to do any interpolating or converting to another frame rate or anything like that. So it makes it a lot easier on my computer. It does it faster as well. So, but if there are dropped frames, basically what happens is it turns it from 60 seconds into anywhere between 50 to 60, depending on how many frames are dropped. Usually it's not that bad, so you can just download it. It'll be at like 58 frames a second. It's like a standard number. It's like 58.6 or something like that. But sometimes if you drop a lot, like a lot, it'll drop down to like 55 or even 50 frames a second, which is a problem sometimes, because the editing software will only be preset to certain frame rates, so like 60, 58.6, and I think from there it's like 54, then 50, 48, so on and so forth. So if it lands on a number between, you know, those preset numbers, it has to interpolate the frames at a certain point, which reduces quality and takes longer to render, which is annoying. And sometimes, I think this happened to me once, and I was able to catch it in time before, you know, anything went up online, but in some cases the audio and the video will come out of sync for some reason. Like you'll export it, or not export it, you'll put it into the software from your downloads folder on your computer, and the audio and video will just desync for some reason. On Twitch it'll be fine, it'll be perfectly fine on Twitch, but in the software it just desyncs. So you have to make sure it's synced up, which is a whole process. You have to export a sample video to make sure it doesn't export desynced. And you have to make sure it doesn't render at like the wrong frame rate, and that it looks okay once it renders, you know, it's like a whole thing. So real annoying to just randomly drop frames for no reason. It does really suck that it happens. It happened, you know, right at the end of the stream here too. Like I said, we were perfectly fine for the entirety of the stream. We dropped like no frames, but yeah, just now we just dropped 60,000. Real annoying. You do some quick math, you know, 60 frames a second. You can figure out how many seconds got dropped basically out of 60,000 frames. Do 60,000 frames divided by 60 gives us 1,000, which is 1,000 seconds, which is apparently about 16 minutes, which means I didn't notice for 16 minutes. That's correct. 60 frames a second, right? So then you drop 60,000 frames, which, yeah, I think that means about 15 minutes worth of content. It's annoying. Like half an episode.